is a deeper question altogether, which is, what do you desire? What makes you itch? What sort of a situation would you like? Let's suppose, I do this often in vocational guidance of students. They come to me and say, well, we're getting out of college and we haven't the faintest idea what we want to do. So I always ask the question, what would you like to do if money were no object? How would you really enjoy spending your life? Let's go through with it. What do you want to do? When we finally got down to something which the individual says he really wants to do, I will say to him, you do that. And forget the money. Because if you say that getting the money is the most important thing, you will spend your life completely wasting your time. You'll be doing things you don't like doing in order to go on living, that is, to go on doing things you don't like doing, which is stupid. Better to have a short life that is full of what you like doing than a long life spent in a miserable way.
What else? Do what you want to do with your life, right? Don't go be doing something you don't enjoy. Don't do something don't get locked into, you know, a car that you can't afford and doing something crazy because you need the money. Don't do that. Do what you want to do. Do what the fuck is it that you really want to do? Because if someone else is doing it, you can do it, you know? I mean, everybody makes their own path through this world, but a lot of people don't follow the path that they really fucking feel pulled to. You know, just for whatever reason, they got negative programming. You know, when they were kids, someone told them they couldn't do it, or told them to take the shortcut, or take the shore route. That's a sad thing, man.
When we're brought up in a world where the system dominates, and our hearts are left to be squashed and ignored in order to climb some sort of a imaginary ladder in the corporate world. The system has told us, right? The machine, and we gotta realize the machine is imaginary. The machine, the system is imaginary. It is not who we are. It's not what must happen. It's a choice. You can choose to participate in the game of the machine and the system, which says, go to school, go to college, get a degree, get a good job, get benefits, get retirement funds, and die. This is just an idea. This is a machine. This is a philosophy that someone's created that is very advantageous to the bigger machine, which is we need really good taxpayers so the government can continue expanding its empire or doing whatever crazy shit it does. You don't have to participate in that. You're free enough. There was a day when we weren't that free. There was a day when you decided to opt out of the system that they would burn you at a stake. They'd crucify you. They would do all types of weird shit because you were defiant of the system. Today, boy, we live in the greatest time ever because you don't have to participate to any great degree. Still gotta pay taxes. But you can choose to play by your own rules. Never before has this been the case. You're having a problem getting up in the morning, like you described? Because there's resistance between the heart and your brain. Your brain has been conditioned by people saying you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to go through the drudgery associated with it being something in the system. Right? So just do what your heart tells you to do. You know why? Because if you love something, you're going to want to get up every single morning. You're gonna beg to wake up. You're not gonna want to sleep. I do what I love so much so that I am reading it to the last wink of my eye before I go to bed, and I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and you know what I do? I put on headphones of somebody else talking about the shit that I love, philosophy, psychology, physiology, and I go for a walk. So the minute I go to sleep at night, I'm studying the shit that I love, and I get up in the morning and I listen to it while I go for an hour walk. I'm studying it as I'm going to sleep, and I'm studying it as soon as I wake up because I love the thing. I can't get enough of it. As you explore the thing in your heart, there's going to be a peace, a joy, an enthusiasm, a passion that is going to rise up out of your soul, and you will not be able to hold it back. everything in your life is going to revolve around that particular love, because you've given way to it. You've let go into the ocean of the love of your thing, right? Don't grasp it. Don't hold it. You don't need a degree about it. You don't need to manifest it tangibly in any way, shape, or form. You don't need a particular trophy that says, I am this. The trophy, which is the degree, is just a fucking piece of paper. It's an idea. It means absolutely nothing in the real world, in the realm of things. It doesn't mean anything. It means you went to school and decided to partake of the system, and you got this piece of paper that says that you probably know something about this. But you know what? Someone who loves, truly loves the study of something doesn't need to prove it, because it's oozing out of his pores, right? Begin now, because you're growing apathetic towards it, because there are all these barriers in front of you. Fuck the barriers! There are no barriers except the ones that you've decided to accept. Ignore the barriers.
You probably don't, but it's my right to like what I like, and being a man is going after what you like.
Yeah.
And if you want to fucking take the easy way out and take some job that you know you can do, instead of pursue a career in writing books or pursue a career racing horses, whatever the fuck you're compelled
Stephen
to.
Pressfield in Going Pro had the best example. He said, you may have your degree in comparative literature, you may have a PhD in comparative literature and teach comparative literature, but guess what? You should have written a novel. So
Yeah.
that's just a form of high-tech procrastination. You know, so you're right. I mean, it's really a question of going for what you want. And, you know, a real man could be a guy who fights in the cage, or a guy who's a nurse in a fucking hospital, you know?
Yes.
Whatever it is that you're doing, whatever you're supposed to do, wherever you're supposed to place your energy, giving, helping, and growing.
Yeah. That's what we need to teach kids, and there's no better or worse. If you're supposed to be a carpenter, that's what, if you really enjoy it. I have a buddy who's a carpenter back home, and he fucking loves it. He loves buildings.
Yeah.
He loves the art of putting together a great room. He loves it when it's done. He loves that you look in this room and it's all mapped out. You're following the architect's plans and you're laying down things. And next thing you know, 3 months later, whatever it is, look what the fucking awesome kitchen you guys just
Right.
built. Holy shit.
Right.
Like, he gets a deep feeling of satisfaction from that. And he makes a good living. He's got a good company doing that. But it's because that's what he's passionate about. It's because he actually enjoys his work. And it doesn't matter if it's that, or if it's being in a fucking band, or if it's, being a stand-up, or whatever it is. If you don't follow that shit, that's when you're fucking yourself.